Hey, happy Thursday to you. My name is Crystal. This is 3 Things on Thursdays. 3 things that I have been listening to, reading, and watching. I'm going to talk to you about those 3 things. But first, a little ugly sweater appreciation. It's got working jingle bells. I love ugly sweaters. I haven't finished the book that I'm going to talk about today, but I'm still going to talk about it because it's really cool. It's called Godland. Here's the cover. It's by Joe Casey and Tim Scioli. I'm probably mispronouncing that last name, so don't quote me on it. But what they did is they have taken the work of Jack Kirby, who I talked about in a previous episode, because the Eternals were one of his co-creations. They basically have taken Jack Kirby's work and made it like a genre all of its own. So it's very galactic. It's very... all the like extra little black spots in here filling in the face, all of that stuff. They also, this character's name is Basil Cronus, which is just a cool freaking name. But like, look at that character design. The floating skull inside of the tank, it's super cool. They use alliterations a lot, which the like early 70s and 60s Marvel, Stan Lee, Jack Kirby books did a ton of, hence like Peter Parker, Reed Richards, Sue Storm. I could go on. That type of alliteration they're using a lot, and they're using a lot of like hokey phrases in the little narrator text boxes introducing pages. It's super fun. I'm enjoying the heck out of reading it, and I just wanted to tell you about it because I think it's cool. And I talked about Jack Kirby on the last episode, so tie-in and continuation, right? In preparation for the new Spider-Man movie coming out today, I'm not seeing it till Monday, so don't ruin anything. And don't ruin anything for anybody. For that matter, just don't post spoilers. Don't be a jerk. Because I avoid trailers. It's a thing that I do. I don't like watching trailers because they give away all this stuff. And they show enough in the trailers that you're like, ooh, maybe that means this is coming. And then you watch it, having all this hope for this awesome thing coming, and then it doesn't come, and then suddenly you're disappointed just a little bit. And I don't like to be disappointed when I go to the movies, so I don't watch trailers, and I have been really good about not seeing any of the Spider-Man trailers. I saw the teaser that dropped like a year and a half ago, and that's it. I haven't seen anything else, so when I go, I'm going to have a very much surprise and delight experience when we see the movie on Monday night, so don't freaking tell me anything about it, okay? Thanks. But in preparation for that, we're finishing the entire cycle of the MCU movies. We just watched Endgame. Every time I watch that movie, I tear up. I know it's coming. I know it's going to happen. But the hey Cap on your left gets me every time. And then the end scene when he passes the shield to Falcon and says, Sam, it's yours now. Ooh, all the feels. It's just, and having watched Falcon Winter Soldier, it makes it all the more sweet of a moment, and it's just like, yes, it's great. It's a cool movie. I'm sure you're one of the 99 billion people that have seen it by now, and if not, what are you doing with your life? How are you on anything that has access to watch this movie? How are we connected? MCU is a big deal for me, and the comics are even bigger of a deal for me, so come on. But we watched Avengers Endgame, and you know, the time travel and setting up Loki. That was fun. It was fun to watch after watching those series, because now it's like those series answer some questions that they set up and left unanswered in Endgame, and I think that's great. I think it's cool. I like going back and seeing like, man, they really did plant all of this before. Kevin Feige, what a guy. What a brain to tie all of it together. Good job, Kevin. You're earning every single one of those millions and millions of dollars, aren't you? A lot of them are mine. Anyway, what I've been listening to, as I was uploading last week's episode, I just kind of scroll through YouTube and see what's happening as it's uploading to YouTube. And I found a guy named Alex Melton, and he does, I haven't watched a ton, but I watched enough and saw that he had a link to his Spotify playlist. He does songs in the styles of other bands or other genres. And specifically, he's got a whole playlist of like 5 or 6 songs that he's done in the styling of Blink-182, which if you know me, you know I love Blink-182. And so I listened to him, and it's like, I know what Blink song he's doing the intro for, and then he goes into like 1 Week by Bare Naked Ladies, but it still sounds like it's done by Blink. So I put 3 of his covers on my playlist. He does all the instruments himself, which just blows my mind. I'm not musically inclined like that, so good on you, Alex Melton. But I put 3 of his songs on my playlist. I put 1,000 Miles, I put 1 Week, and I put Semi-Charmed Life all on the playlist, which you can find on my website, beacons.ai/I'mChrisTall, and you can preview them there. Or you can follow him all the way through to Spotify, and then you can find his playlist and listen to all the rest of them. Or you can just look him up on YouTube, Alex Melton, and he'll pop right up. And you can watch the videos himself. He does videos of like him playing all this stuff. It's crazy. My brain can't understand the level of skill that all of that takes, and I don't have any of it because clearly I'm just standing in front of a wall of nerdy things talking. But those are 3 things that I've been listening to, reading, and watching this week. That's the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you next week.